On September 9th, President Biden announced a sweeping mandate that would not only require federal employees to be vaccinated, but also businesses that employ more than 100 people. The mechanism the president is using to target some 80 million private sector employees is the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, or OSHA. The details of how this is going to be implemented is yet to be seen, as the Emergency Temporary Standard, or in the lingo of D.C., the ETS guidance, is yet to be issued. Even so, just the proposal has many questioning the constitutionality of the mandate. Is there court precedent to suggest that the vaccine mandate is beyond the president's authority? We'll talk about it with attorney John Yoo later in the program. The website, TonyPerkins.com. I'm going to skip all the announcements and come back to them because I got a lot of things I want to talk to you about that are coming up. But I want to jump right into my first guest because things are happening very rapidly here in Washington, D.C. Dollars and cents. There is a lot of discussion about dollars, but missing is the cents. Here to provide a little of it is Texas Congressman Kevin Brady, who is the ranking member on the House Ways and Means Committee. He represents the 8th Congressional District of the Lone Star State. Kevin, welcome back to the program.
Good afternoon, Tony. Thanks for having me.
All right, a lot happening here in Washington, D.C. We've got the short-term issue of funding government, keeping the lights on, so to speak, and then there's the debt ceiling issue, and the Democrats have conflated the two, and as we heard earlier from Mitch McConnell, the Republican leader, he's been warning that's not going to work.
Tony, this is an economic crisis of the Democrats' own making. They've known for 2 years the debt ceiling date is approaching. They've never even passed a budget, never had a conversation about it. And to me, this is just, they're trying to blame Republicans. But in truth, this isn't about past spending. The current debt ceiling, frankly, accommodates all the spending up until this summer. What this is about is future spending. As you know, the Democrats in the House, Senate, and the Vice President proposing, the numbers are so huge and keep growing. We know it's well over $5 trillion at this point. These are crippling tax increases, the greatest expansion of the welfare state, war on work, on life, on American jobs, on Americans who want to work without joining a union. It is all of that. So the debt ceiling is just a green light for that spending. And that's why we, especially we conservatives, are opposing it.
Now, I make this point every day, but I don't think I can make it enough. When we're talking about this reconciliation package, which is somewhere between $3.5 trillion and $4.2 trillion, and then you add on top of it the infrastructure package, which is about $1.5 trillion, that's not even the regular appropriations. So that the regular appropriations, as it appears, has taken a back seat to all this special spending they want to do.
It has, and Democrats this year, frankly, they don't even bother to govern. Look, this is about their socialist agenda. They're driving that. They frankly pay no attention to anything else. And so now the government is on the cusp of closing down in a shutdown. And my understanding is that Senate and House today are picking creating an opportunity to keep the doors open for another month or so. But still the focus right now is on the reconciliation bill, the tax and spending bill, and the debt ceiling. Again, Democrats brought this on and they have the responsibility to solve it.
Congressman Brady, let's talk about that for just a moment, this reconciliation bill, because this is kind of breaking news. Last night, Joe Manchin, Democrat from West Virginia. He is the one moderate. Well, you could say Arizona Senator Sinema is also in that kind of moderate category, at least have some sense when it comes to the spending. But he said that the expansion of the Medicaid that the Democrats are seeking to pass as a part of the reconciliation bill must include the Hyde Amendment. That's pretty big news.
It is good. It is big news, and it's really good news because for the past 3 years in the House, Speaker Pelosi and her team have been trying to repeal the 40-year bipartisan Hyde Amendment that has saved 2 million lives and still is. This is their opportunity, just as they see this, just like trying to give citizenship to those who are here illegally. They are continuing to wage war on the innocent unborn. They see this as an opportunity. It was really encouraging to see Senator Manchin say it's not gonna go. And in the House Ways and Means Committee and the Energy and Commerce Committee, we both offered amendments to restore Hyde to every part of the federal government and spending. It was unanimously rejected in the House so far. So yeah, that is terrific news.
So just so our listeners know the significance of this, the Hyde Amendment, as you said, goes back nearly 40 years. Actually goes back to 1976, where it prohibits government dollars funding Medicaid and other programs that would cover abortion expenses directly. That's been in place since 1976, bipartisan approach. As you pointed out, Nancy Pelosi and the New Democratic Party, which is hard left, is all about abortion. It's in their party platform. Last Friday, the House voted on a bill that makes Roe look mild based upon what they were passing. So here's my question to you, Congressman Brady. With Joe Manchin drawing that line, it appears to me the Democrats are going to have to make a choice between the expansion of their socialist policies, which are in the reconciliation bill, and their love for the abortion industry and the ability to promote abortion in the country.
Yeah, I think they will. I know that this is going to throw their disarray even deeper, at least in the House, because right now, as you know, really the most socialist of the House Democrats are really driving the bus around here, and with the Speaker as well. And so this is another blow to their terrible agenda. But boy, they will not give up. It used to be, Tony, whether you were pro-abortion or like us, very strongly pro-life, there was agreement you didn't spend federal tax dollars on abortions. And it has been, frankly, that one part of common ground that exists around here. No more. It's so extreme here in the House, especially on abortion, that we're battling it about a dozen different ways. And the president continues to keep expanding the ability to send taxpayer money overseas to fund abortions or to encourage countries to change their abortion laws to open them up. And so it is it's a fight on every front.
Congressman Brady, I know you've got to go. You've got to get back to the floor. And I want to thank you for taking time to join us. I also want to thank you for the work that you have done to protect human life and to keep taxpayers from being forced into this partnership with Planned Parenthood. We're grateful for it. And again, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Tony. Take care.